So today we are going to talk about what you have to do to make $1 million in Bonk right now. And one thing we will not do in this video is do what they call the emotional trading, which is the people, or which are the people that say, oh yeah, Bonk is going to get to $1. Bonk is about to do $1 right now. Blah, blah, blah. Bonk is going to do $2. I'm gonna tell you guys right now, Bonk is not gonna do $1. I'll probably tell you that in another video, but we're not even gonna talk about that right now. What we're gonna talk about is how you can make $1 million in Bonk right now. So obviously, this is gonna take some time, but we're gonna go ahead and get through this. So first things first, talking about what I mentioned in the last video, the Bonk price prediction video, what I believe Bonk can reach. So in that price prediction video, I gave my price prediction for Bonk, right? And my price prediction was around approximately a $20 billion market cap, which was around this price right here, somewhere around 0.00026 is going to be my price prediction. So that's a $20.1 billion market cap. That's by the end of this year or by the end of this cycle. That is on average what I believe Bonk can do. And at the very most, this is what I believe Bonk can do at the very most. I don't think it's going to get all the way up to this level, by the way. This is like a very bullish perspective. And then you can look at this as another perspective, the halfway point. But personally, I believe it's more believable to do Bonk at this price prediction right here. So when we do this making $1 million in Bonk video, is going to be off the premise that we are at 0.00026. You know that we're reaching 0.00026. That is going to be the whole premise that I'm making this video off of, because I don't like doing unrealistic predictions. Like a lot of people will tell you, oh yeah, Bonk is going to go to 1 penny today. Like Bonk is not going to 1 penny. That's $774 billion market cap. Look at that, million billion. That's $774 billion market cap for 1 penny. And then the people say, oh yeah, it's going to get to 10 cents. No, that's $7.7 trillion inside of market cap. Look, this is million, this is billion, this is trillion. It's not going to do that. Then you got the people saying Bonk's going to get to $1, which is no. It's $77 trillion market cap. It is not going to do that. So let's talk about where I believe to see Bonk at by the end of this cycle. 20 billion inside of market cap is still a lot of money. 0.00026. It's possible that it could get far beyond that, but we're gonna do it off of this. So let's say you had $1,000 in at our current prices. We're just gonna do 4Z2 by 0.00002 because I do believe we have one little last pullback here inside of Bonk in the markets. They're just trying to shake some people out. So eventually those people will actually get shaken out. So we will have a little bit of a discount. So I'm going to do this off of 0.00002. So 4Z2. That's what we're looking at here with Bonk. So if you had $1,000 in at this level right here that we're looking at, you would have 50 million Bonk coins, right? And everybody wants it to go to $1 because then they would have $1 or they'd have $50 million. Like, no, it's not going to go to $1. That's an emotional thing right there. You're emotional. You're like, hey, we can do that. I see this number. I wanted to reach that number, so it's going to reach it. Like, no, that's not how it happens inside of this market. So anyways, you buying at this level here, right? So you go ahead and you take your $1,000 and you come in at 0.12342, right? Now you're at 50 million Bonk coins. So at our target price, 0.123 and 26, you would have $13,000. So this is the target price for a reason. Bonk is more than likely going to reach 0.00026. It's very realistic. Now, can it get above there? Yes, possibly. But we don't want to operate off of possibly. We want to operate off of probably. It's probably going to end up getting to this level, not possibly ending up. We don't want to possibly end up getting there. We want to probably get there, right? So what we're seeing is if you put $1,000 in at the prices now and it gets to 0.00026, which is a $20 billion market cap, you would have $13,000 at that point, right? At that given time. Now, what I want to go ahead and show you guys is larger numbers, because you need more money if you want to make more money. If you want to make $1 million, you can't just put in $1,000 into something with a $1.9 billion market cap. Like Bonk has a $1.6 billion market cap. Okay. You're not going to get $1,000 putting, or you're not going to get $1 million putting $1,000 into this project at these levels. You're not doing that, right? So now if you had $10,000 at point 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, now you're getting 500 million coins. Now you're getting somewhere, right? But you're still not quite there yet. You're now at $130,000. So what would you have to do to get to a million? Well, technically, you would have to probably have 100,000, because then at these levels, you would have 5 billion coins multiplied by our target price, and then you have $1.3 million minus taxes. So that is pretty much what you would need. You would need $100,000 in Bonk if you wanted to make a million. Now, let's say we go to the people's super bullish prediction, right? 0.001, right? That is a $77.4 billion market cap. So the people that say that this is what they want to see and that this is what we can reach inside of Bonk, let's see how things would go there. So if you spent $1,000 at the current prices and then got out at 0.001, you're now looking at $50,000 off your $1,000. That's at a $77 billion market cap, though, right? And now let's do the same thing here with a different amount of money. So let's go ahead and take $10,000 and divide it by 0.12342, and then multiply it by the target price of 0.001. That's $500,000 off of 10,000. Now, I know everybody wants to see Bonk at 0.001 and at a $77 billion market cap, but it doesn't always happen like that. It just doesn't always happen, right? Now, let's say you had, the other prediction that we were doing, which is $100,000 divided by 0.12342 multiplied by target price of 0.001. That's $5 million. So you would actually need a lot less than that to make what, most people are trying to achieve here inside of Bonk. 2.5 million there, so less than $50,000. So you could probably do 30,000 at current prices multiplied by the target price, giving oh no, that's 1 penny. See, yeah, people want to see that 1 penny stuff, but I'm telling you right now, we're not going to see 1 penny anytime soon, if ever. But anyways, let's go ahead and take 30,000 by the current prices and then multiply that by the target price. That's 1.5 million. So really, if Bonk reaches 0.001, you would need $30,000 to make. You would need $30,000 in at the current prices to make $1.5 million at 0.001. Okay. So that is what you would need there. You would need $30,000 at 0.00002. So the current price, you would need $30,000 at this current price to make $1.5 million by 0.001. And 0.001 is a $77 billion market cap. So keep that in mind. I'm still going with this. All right. This is what I'm still going with, because I like to be as realistic as possible. Right, $100,000, and at these current prices gives you 5 billion coins multiplied by our target price of 0.0001, which is about 500,000. So look, $100,000 divided by 0.1234, This is what I actually meant to put. Two current prices. This is the current prices multiplied by 0.1232, because that is the target price. That would bring it up to a 20 billion market cap, which is about 1.3 million. So again, if you had $100,000 and you got in at the current prices right now, that would be right here. It would give you 5 billion coins multiplied by the target price 0.00026, gives you $1.3 billion. So technically, you need $100,000 into Bonk at these current prices, and you would need to get out at 0.00026. This is the most realistic price prediction that you are going to see on YouTube. People do not do realistic price predictions. It's pretty annoying. Everybody's talking about $1. Everybody's talking about a penny. Nobody is talking about 0.00026. That's a $20 billion market cap. I truly believe that Bonk could reach that, and it's more likely to reach that. But you don't need to always go and run it up to $1 million on every single trade. You could just take $1,000, put it into Bonk at the current prices, get 50 million coins, and then get out at 0.00026 and get $13,000. You could skate away with $13,000 $13,000. That's a 13x. A 13x off of your $1,000 would give you that $13,000. And then what you could do with that $13,000 is invest it forward to the next bull run, right? You could run it up. You could get in on something else, or you could maybe short the market as it goes down. I don't know. You don't want to do too much. Don't don't listen to me. Don't be shorting the market. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. But you could flip that 13, or it could be life changing. You could use it to like pay off your debt, right? You could do anything with it, right? So you don't always need to make the home run. Even if you have a good amount and you just want to put like uh 10,000 at current prices, you get 500 million coins and get out at 0.00026. That's 130,000. That's life changing right there in itself. You wouldn't have to work for like 2 years with that type of money, but you would definitely want to work. Like, don't just quit your job. Keep working. But anyways, this is just what I wanted to go over. There's a few other things I wanted to go over. Bonk is always keeping the community updated, as you can see here. And also they have a lot of different stuff going on with Bonk. Like they have the Bonk Launchpad, Bonk.live. So they got that. So there's a lot of different things that's going to help drive the price of Bonk upwards. This is their Launchpad Twitter. So yeah, I would definitely say keep an eye out for Bonk. A lot of people are very bullish with it. This person said next leg on Bonk will lead to price discovery, which yes, it should be inside price discovery pretty soon. This person said shakeout before Bonk and Bonk Eco go crazy again. Selling here is weak. So yeah, this is a pretty big shakeout. But yeah, we'll see what is going on and what's going to happen here inside of Bonk inside of the near future. And just for all the people out there, I want y'all to remember about Toshi and Toshi Mart. The coins on Bonk are going crazy. The coins launched on Bonk's launchpad are going crazy. That's also because Bonk has a $1.6 billion market cap. If you think about Toshi only has a 200 something million dollar market cap, right? $252 million market cap. If Toshi gets up, not if, but when Toshi gets up to the price of Bonk, like 1.6 billion, the coins on Toshi Mart are about to be going literally crazy. Crazy. I'm telling you right now, those coins on Toshi Mart are going to go crazy. And a lot of people are not realizing that. Just look at what is happening to like a launch pad that's on like Bonk. Like Bonk's launch pad is a pretty small launch pad at that. But they still are managing to have a lot of people hopping in on the coins on their launch pad, right? So they still have a bunch of these newer coins on here, and I think this one might be the largest one. Simon's Cat. I think it might be the largest on the Bonk Launchpad, but don't mark me on that. But yeah, they were launched on the Bonk pad. So this is kind of crazy. This is kind of crazy that you have coins that are like literally going crazy in the market. You have coins that are, hundreds of millions of market caps just being launched on a meme coins launch pad. So that is kind of why I'm like, hey, you gotta watch out for Toshi, because the Toshi Mart coins are going to go crazy. So I know this is a Bonk video, but I just had to mention that like this is a gem. If you want that $1 million, like you should probably find something that has a lower market cap that has higher potential. I do believe Toshi has very high potential from where it is right now. But it is what it is. I know most people don't have $100,000 to spend, but let's say $1,000 at the current Toshi prices, 3Z6 multiplied by like 1 cent in Toshi, that's still 16K. It's not something that's ultra attractive, but it's an easy play, easy flip here. At 1 cent, Toshi will be at a $4.2 billion market cap. My last price prediction, I talked about it. It's probably going to hit this price pretty easily. So I would definitely watch out for Toshi and the coins on Toshi Mart, because you're going to get enormous gains, right? Anyways, this is all I got for you all today. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe, all that good stuff. Leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you want me to go over next. As always, I'll be back with another video.